Like and subscribe.
Yeah. There are some tough bastards in every division in the UFC. There are those guys who you hit them and you hit them and they don't go away. And I'm not talking about these guys with granite chins who are just able to walk forward like I don't know. I'm not trying to list them off the top of my head right now. But I'm talking about these guys who just you throw at them and not only do they do they not shy away. These are guys that are able to get hurt. Guys who can get hit, get hurt, wobble, buckle, but they don't back down. They march forward. They bring the fight to you, and they'll put it on you, and they'll break you after getting hurt. So I'm going to be going through and giving off my toughest fighters in every division's history. And starting off with Brandon Moreno in the flyweight division. Brandon Moreno is an absolute dog. Okay, I don't care what you say. The guy went to war. Oh, I put 3 times. He went to war with Figgy 4 times. We saw what Figueiredo did to Joseph Benavidez. And dude, Joseph Benavidez was a tough bastard. And we saw Brandon Moreno get dropped 3 times in the same fight. And it just kept coming, kept moving forward. He never shied away from the fight with Figgy, despite seeing what he could do. And despite feeling his power, he never shied away from the fight. He went to war with Pantoja in their last outing. He'll get dropped, but he always recovers. He'll stand there. He'll trade with you. And yes, his last fight against Royval wasn't the best. I had Royval winning that, honestly. But the thing is, I just think after a while, after so many wars, you kind of just like, man, I don't want to keep taking damage. So I think he kind of tried to take a more safe approach. So I think now he's with time off. I'd say give him a year and a half maybe, and then he'll be back to his normal fucking dogfight self. He just needs the time to recharge the battery. But he's a man who 99% of the time, that was the one time he does bring the fight. He'll bring the fight. He'll bring the fight to you. Okay? If you think, okay, I'm gonna fight on the outside, just have fun, and maybe we'll try to go tit for tat. No, he's gonna march you down. Oh, what's this? Ba ba ba! 3-punch combination. You're like, oh shit, I'm feeling it now. So I just think Brandon Moreno is one of the toughest. And toughest doesn't mean like best chin. Toughest is like you're like someone who's not afraid to bring the fight. Like, despite maybe knowing they're outmatched. Okay, that's what I would consider toughest. Toughest is like someone who can take the beating and still move forward. And for bantamweight, I have Marlon Vera. I think Marlon Vera is the toughest bantamweight. And honestly, if it isn't Marlon Vera, I'd probably say Peter Yan or Song Yadong. Because this fucker will. But this fucker, first off, I know chins don't make the toughest fighter, but it's the fact that he has a chin, and it's like the guy never gets cut. He's always walking towards you. He's always fishing to get in the pocket. All right, look at this, throwing head kicks, knocking out Frankie Edgar with front kicks. I mean, for some reason in the 5th round, Marlon Vera just finds something that will land. In the 5th round against Corey Sandhagen, he was, starting to put it on him. I don't remember the last time he went to a 5th round again. A 5th round against... No, he knocked out Dominic Cruz in the 4th. In the 5th round against O'Malley, he landed that short shot to the body. Then again, O'Malley was just like, I think it'd be really funny if I just went into the pocket and traded with him. And then he realized, maybe it's not as funny as I thought. But you can't ever count him out in a fight because he can do shit like this. He was arguably losing that. I think he was losing that Cruz fight. He's just a dog, never gets cut or bruised, tough as nails. He's always marching forward. He'll do everything in his power. He has a literal fucking tattoo on his head. I don't know why he grew his hair out then. That's kind of fucking stupid. But, just an absolute dog and nothing but respect for Cheeto. Gotta love the guy. Okay? Tough motherfucker. Can't ever count him out. Featherweight. Oh. Featherweight. Nate Landwehr. I know I didn't put featherweight here, and because I did it for all the other ones. I don't know why I didn't put. I think I was just like I was so entranced by Nate the Train in the UFC. Nate the Train in the UFC. I'm the roughest, toughest, buckest mother what, and I can fight pretty damn good too, baby. He's a warrior. He's a dog. The guy always gets hurt. He looks like he's out, but he always comes back. All right, he's never backing down from the fight. Fight against David Onama, he got hurt. It looked like with that shot Onama landed in the first, that Landwehr got put out cold. I was like, oh shit. And then he comes back, he puts it on him. Ba 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 ba. Nate the Train of the UFC, he was picking Onama up, slamming him, controlling him, getting him out, and he was just standing up out of it for the fans. He's just a beast of a man. He always sheds a little blood for the fans. Super hype comebacks. And not only that, when he brings the fight and it's all said and done, he has super hype post-fight interviews. San Antonio, take a look at this bicep. Fucking, my mama ain't raised no bitch, baby. Just a fucking dog. Gotta love him. So, just so fun. Oh, and when after doing that impression, I just remember fucking Cheeto Vera. You doing MMA to get girls, you fucking pussy. Yeah, that was funny. But Nate the Train's just a dog, always brings the fight, never backs down, will get hurt, but he's never out. Against Emmers, recently at it, he got hurt and rocked in the first couple moments, first 30 seconds. It was looking bad for him. And then he came back in the first 30 seconds, he gets rocked. In the last 30 seconds, he knocks Emmer out with a lead uppercut, right hook. And he just finishes them off. Lightweight, I have a prime Tony Ferguson. The man's never afraid to get hit, okay? This man will get dropped, hurt, rocked, do some weird shit, all right? And then after the round, after getting bloodied up, pieced up, he'd just be standing there like this. And then, oh, fuck. You'd be like, oh, shit. This is prime, by the way, so we'll say like 34. You'd be like, oh, man. And then he'd just like grab your arms, push you against the fence, and just start doing fucking Wing Chun with elbows. Did he win the fight? Dude, fucking Tony Ferguson, can you break down the fight of your opponent? You said break down? Just start fucking dancing. A fun character, too. Fucking... Yeah, this is a fucking rat race. But I know rat. I'm a fucking turtle. Ninja Turtle. So which one's your favorite? Mine's Michelangelo. Just a real motherfucker. Always throwing. And now he's fallen so far from grace. I miss you, Prime Tony. Please come back. My Pookie Bear. Dude, if Prime Tony came back, I don't know who I'd pick between... I don't know who I would adore more than between him and Oliveira. Like, if Prime Tony came back, like a 30-year-old Tony Ferguson came back, and he said, and it was him versus Oliveira for the title, I don't know who I'd be rooting for. Well, if it was Prime Tony Ferguson versus Oliveira now, I'm probably rooting for Tony since he never held the actual belt. So I'd probably be like, I want Tony to win the belt. And Oliveira already has a win over Tony, so it doesn't matter. But, yeah, Tony Ferguson, love the guy. Absolute dog, brings the fight, throwing random shit, just knocking people out, doing some fucking weird ass like Cody Garbrandt Mortal Kombat low kicks, fucking dog fighter, gotta love him. Next up we have Nate Diaz in the house, motherfucker. Nick Diaz Army. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. We got Nate Diaz. I love Nate Diaz. He's a fucking menace, dude. He's a menace. What he'll do is he'll get his ass kicked for like 90% of the fight. He'll if he gets his ass kicked for 90% of the fight and doesn't have a big moment, it's always he just ran out of time. But if he if he finds that big moment like he did against Leon, not only did he just run out of time, but he also got robbed. Like his dog fight. The guy will just take a beating. He'll get dropped, thrown, taken down, beat up, pieced up, and then he'll just be like, "Fuck you, bitch! Stop him, motherfucker!" And they'll just, huh. "Hey, you want to see this? 1-2. Ah, shit, I'm dead." Takes a beating, never back down. He's always throwing hands. He's like, playing Dutch touch but with that dork in the park. What do you think of Khabib? What do you think of guys like Khabib and Usman? I think I'm just better than all of them. I think I should be the champion. He's basically the most uncrowned champion. Not really. Subbed McGregor in round 2. Gotta love that. Just an absolute dogfighter. Glad he gets the credit he deserves. Middleweight, it's Marvin Vettori. This guy has probably one of the most granite chins in the UFC. And you know what? People shit on Vettori, but the man has a heart of gold. He's too tough for his own good. I mean, that fight against Cannonier, he was taking massive overhand rights off Cannonier. This wasn't like Curtis versus Allen, where, you know, he was getting pieced the fuck up and then he was just like shooting takedowns. No. You would get pieced the fuck up, get taken down, get back up, and walk forward and keep trying to strike with Cannonier. He's like an absolute dog, man. Never took a step back, except when he got fucking forced back because of the punches. But that doesn't really count. But still, he never gives up, always trying for the win. You can't diss the guy, because he may not be the greatest striker, he may not be the greatest submission artist, he may not be the best wrestler, he may not have the best kicks, punches, or anything. But the guy will always bring the fight to you. He has insane cardio, and he'll just keep going and keep going. And he's basically like middleweight Marab if Marab had a fucking granite chin. So, Vettori is my pick for middleweight. Light heavyweight, I honestly think it's Anthony Smith, the on paper champ. I think if you take away John Jones's his striking, his grappling, his kickboxing, his wrestling, he's not that good. Well, no fucking shit. I'm sorry, I'm hating on him. I mean, yeah, despite how annoying he is, I gotta give it to the guy. He's a tough motherfucker. He's always down to scrap and throw hands. You can hurt him, you can wobble him, rock him. He's always gonna keep trying. He never backs down, always pushing to get the W. He's just... Yeah, look at that fight he took against Khalil Roundtree. What? A week's notice? 2 weeks notice? No, he's just a dog, dude. He'll never back down. Always, he's an always game opponent. And, they call, honestly, he has earned his nickname Lionheart. I think he has rightfully earned his nickname of Lionheart. And, people can hate on him for his takes all they want. I don't think anyone should hate on him for the way he fights, because, he's always there to, he's always game, and he's always, pushing forward and always going for that W. Maybe not against Johnny Walker, but then again, Johnny Walker's a freak of nature, and Anthony Smith kind of has pillow hands. Heavyweight, Stipe Miocic. Dude, Stipe Miocic in his prime was a dog, dude. You don't get it. In the first fight against Ngannou, he went 25 minutes without being rocked. Right? He went from getting dropped by Overeem and almost being subbed to KOing him like 5 minutes to like 3 minutes later. He's a dog. You can't ever count him out. He's got a great comeback against DC. Not only because he got knocked out in the first fight, but because he was probably, I think he was arguably losing that second fight. And so he was just like, all right, I'm going to rip to the body. And then he eventually hurt DC bad, fucking put together a combination and put DC out cold. Granite chin. He'll never back down from a good old backyard scrap. Just that fucking absolute guy. He's got, it makes sense why he's a firefighter. He's a tough bastard, always game, never backing down, and you can't hate the guy. Fucking Chad, love him. Can't wait to see him versus John Jones. Not really. I fucking hate that fight. If he does fight John Jones, then I hope Stipe kills him. But love love him. Love Stipe Miocic. But yeah, those are my picks for the toughest fighter in every division's history. If you like this, let me know. Please let me know. Please. Please let me know. Tell me what I should do next. If you have any other recommendations, let me know. Again, like and subscribe. And I will see you all later.